Hey everybody, it's the Shape, back to another video. Now, a while back, I got an email. It was a very, very short email. All it really said was, look at this video and focus on the stairs. That's pretty much it. I put it off. Now, if you've seen the title, this video is on Paranormal Nightmare TV series, the Fourman 4 Bros. Now, Mythos done a video on this same video, not just a couple days ago, and I thought it was interesting. I figure I'm going to take what he did, and I'm going to go more in depth, because while I can't 100% say that it's fake, this particular clip, I can really show you multiple angles and different things to show you why I feel it's fake. And we're going to start adding these layers, multiple layers of why this clip stands out to me so much. Now, a lot of you guys in the comments, a lot of you guys love the Fourman brothers, and I have nothing against them. They've always been pretty respectful to me, and so no violent animations. There's going to be animations, but not violent ones. I'll give them that much respect. But oh, we're going in. Now, to catch you up, this is a demon-infested house. Their words, not mine. The homeowner's words as well. The reason I bring that up, because when we get to said clip, I could do what I always do and say, which one's more likely? A human kicked the ball down the stairs, or an invisible supernatural entity, possibly a demon, kicked the ball down the stairs? Now, we know which one's more likely, but I'm not going to do that. No. We're going to hit it from every possible angle. When we get to that clip, I am going to really go in on it and point out things I don't think anybody saw. This is going to be a good one.
My mother died whenever I was 2 years old. It really bothered me not having my mom. Like Ouija boards, stuff like that. She had friends that dealt with witchcraft. I think for us, it was just wanting to reach our mother. She didn't explain how Ouija boards worked to me at first. Something did come out of it. I never told it goodbye. I didn't know to do all that.
Ouija boards. We all know what they are. Now, some people believe they work. I don't. I think they're a board game. You know, like Monopoly, like Chutes and Ladders. But some people believe, hey, those things, once you take them out of the box and you put that planchette on there, all the ghosts start coming. And if you don't say goodbye on the Ouija board, you leave that gate wide open. Thus, that's what this lady thinks allowed whatever this thing is to come in. Now, I don't believe in Ouija boards. I mean, I believe that they exist, but I don't think there's anything supernatural about them. Never have. But moving on.
And I just wondered if maybe something from the Ouija board was attached to me. The dreams that it makes me have, and when it tries to appear itself to my children and stuff like that, I don't like that at all. It scares me to death because it won't show itself to me. But
I have no doubt this lady believes what she's saying, right? She said her kids can see it, but she can't. You know, kids tell fibs. Sometimes even if a kid's scared of the dark, they actually probably do see shadows they think is scary, a demon, a monster. Have no doubt. But I always take it with a grain of salt, because kids have wild imaginations. And if they see things and you don't see it, there may be a reason behind that. Another thing I wanted to focus on, I caught this as I was cutting the video. Now, they're shooting B-roll. You know what B-roll is? It's beauty roll. Like when they go to a haunted house, they'll get these nice creepy shots that really doesn't have anything to do with the investigation, but it, you know, it's just creepy, like nice little creepy camera angles. But I caught this clip and I want to show it to you. I'm assuming this B-roll was filmed before the investigation, which is weird because this is exactly where the big paranormal event happened. Now, that particular clip was filmed in the daytime. Why? Because the sun's out. You can see it in the camera, which means it was filmed before the actual investigation, more than likely. But the reason it stood out to me is because that exact spot is where a huge paranormal event happens. Could it be coincidence? It sure could. Or foreshadowing. Like, wonder what'll happen here later. It's almost like they got the foresight that something's going to happen in that exact spot.
It's a dark black figure and it stares at my husband. It's kicked a ball down these steps.
Oh, it kicked a ball down those steps, huh? Huh. There's no way that would happen again, though. I mean, what are the odds? Right? Huh?
I don't know if it would for you, but you can put a ball at the top of these stairs, and whatever kicked that day, the ball was not thrown. It was kicked. And
That's very specific. There's no way they're going to put a ball up there and it's going to get kicked again. It just ain't going to happen. You know, it's hard enough to even get an EVP, but you getting a demon to kick a ball, no, it just don't happen. Not only that, if it's invisible and you can't see it, how do you know the difference between thrown and kicked? How do you know the demon didn't bend down, pick it up and throw it real quick, or smack it with his hand? Awfully specific, but hey, I wouldn't be mentioning anything had it not played into later on in the video.
And it was kicked so hard, it bounced off this door.
Like I said, there's no way that ball is going to be kicked again. There's no way it's going to go all the way down the stairs and hit the camera and knock the camera off alignment either. There's no way.
So we're inside the house right now. We just wrapped up the interviews, getting ready to start the investigation. We're here to help Taylor and her family. Just so you guys know, you do hear that cat. That cat is outside. The cat and the dog have both left with the family. Hit one of our balls.
Oh, come on, Shape. You're better than that. You're better than that. Do not make one of those jokes, dude. You can do it. Not gonna do it. I'm not gonna, grab at that low-hanging fruit. Yeah, that sounded even worse. Oh, nuts. I gotta quit that.
Hit one of our balls right in my face.
What?
Watch out, because I do have balls set on the stairs, so.
Like I said, it's all building up to one clip, but what I felt pretty important to mention is every single time that somebody goes up those steps or down those steps, you have a ball down here on the right and the ball at the top way up on the left at the top of the steps. The reason I mentioned that, every single time somebody goes upstairs, they stay in the middle of the stairs, like anybody would. Or they'll gravitate toward the handrail on the right, because handrails help you stay balanced as you're going up steps. Now, I mean, throughout the whole video, they stay in the middle of the stairs. Except for when this big paranormal event happens, which we'll get into. Every time they go up and down the stairs, they hold that handrail and they stay in the middle of the stairs.
Are you setting off the alarm in here? We're up here now. Whoa.
we're going to go more in depth, but I wanted you guys to see the flat at the top of the stairs. That way you could get a rough idea of the layout of it and what it looks like.
They said that you kick these balls down the stairs. Whoever we heard, we are here to get Taylor and her family some answers. You know that we're here. And we're going to get rid of you tonight.
Well, look how badass you guys are. I mean, you gotta have that intestinal fortitude, people. You gotta have those gonads to do that. Yeah. It looks like you guys are really about that life. And yeah, that plays into the video later as well. You know, them strong-willed, you know, paranormal investigators that don't run from anything.
Josh. Someone's scooting upstairs.
If you're upstairs, hit one of those balls down the stairs to prove to us that you're here.
So there's 3 people on this investigation that I saw. They're downstairs, it happens upstairs. They're upstairs, it happens downstairs. You know, they got that, what do you call it, REM pod, you know, electromagnetic field gets around it, it beeps. You know, but those things can be activated also by other means. I just wanted to point that out because at 25 and even 30 feet away, you can take a walkie-talkie, point the antenna toward the REM pod and click it, and it'll make it go off. Just saying. And back up the stairs. They stay in the middle of the stairs. They don't go to the right or the left.
But this mirror, she says if you...
They say, she says. You guys know how I'm a big fan of, you know, when they say that this portal can be on a wall, or it's being said that mirrors are, you know, a two-way street for spirits. It says, they say, who says? We do get a shot of the ball at the top of the stairs before it's kicked. Look at it. And it's good that we get this because that will play into later.
Okay, so right now I'm inside the house by myself. According to Taylor, whatever the dark entity is upstairs.
Let's watch him go up the stairs again. Let's see how he does it. Oh, looky there. He's staying right in the middle of the stairs.
Like right when you get here. It's like right when you cross the threshold upstairs. Who is upstairs with me right now? Alarm going off. That alarm is going freaking crazy. That alarm is not shutting off. Who are you?
And there's the camera that's very important at the bottom of the steps. So he's upstairs and he hears something downstairs because it's picking up that electromagnetic energy, you know, from, I don't know, walkie-talkie or a demon. And, well, he heads downstairs.
Okay, I'm down here with you. And when it goes off like that, it's like heavy energy. Oh, whoa. Knocking. Dude, whatever that was knocking upstairs, I couldn't tell if it was like 2 or 3 knocks. You haven't moved my balls yet.
Now, I know it gets old pointing out somebody walking up the steps, but it's very important to show their mannerisms and the way they walk up steps. And the reason that is important is because if something is out of character for them, it will show up. I mean, he goes up these steps. He stays in the middle of them. He even uses that right handrail a couple of times. Look at him. He's going right up the steps. That plays into here in just a minute. And here comes the clip that's in question. Now, I'm going to go ahead and tell you what it is. He starts going up the steps. He walks up to near the top, like 4 steps from the top. He's in the house by himself. He makes sure that's abundantly clear. And a ball gets kicked by a demon.
There is something up here. Can you hit that harder? Ah! Holy shit. Okay. Oh God. Holy shit.
Yes, it looks like that B-roll from earlier, you know, that exact spot. And the foreshadowing, you know, where you put a ball up there, it might get kicked like, you know, like what happened to us. Looked like it paid off. Big time. A demon kicked the ball. Multiple problems. 2 cameras. One static camera at the foot of the stairs in the corner. And he's holding the camera. Right? Now the static camera is aimed right up them steps. It's got them balls dead center frame. And he blocked it with his body. Even though he knows exactly where the camera's aimed. Exactly. It's their job to know where the cameras are aimed. He's at the left side of the stairs as he's going up this time. But all day long, all night, they went up and down those stairs. They stayed dead center, except when the paranormal event happened. He's all the way over to the left, blocking the ball with his body. Coincidence, huh? Nah, just wrong place, wrong time. Neither one of those 2 cameras caught the initial kick of the ball. You see it rolling on the static camera, and that's it. But his body's blocking it, unfortunately. But we're going to really deep dive on this bad boy. No, I can't prove that they faked it, but I can show you the reasons I feel that they did, starting with this bad acting.
Ah! Holy shit. Okay. Oh God. Holy shit.
Well, these brothers have been ghost hunting for a long while, and I think all you guys would know that. This ball gets kicked, and he runs. Doesn't take the camera and run up the steps to say, oh, well, something kicked it, let's get it on camera. No. He runs the other direction. Now, I know what's going to be said. Well, if you have never experienced something like that, you don't know how you would act. See, that's where you're wrong. I know exactly how I would act. I would stand there and record, and I would walk up the steps, or probably even run. Because I know how I am. Not him. No. Boom, he's gone. He's out of there. Not looking good for you guys. And like I said, it gets better. You know, 2 cameras on that ball, and neither one of them caught it getting kicked. Neither one. Static cam, like I said, was blocked by his body. You know, he knew exactly where to be. And the handheld camera, he had it pointed at his face instead of ahead, you know, where all the paranormal stuff's happening. No, he had it turned on him. Okay, but lucky for us, watch this clip because I want you to pay attention to his eyeballs.
Ah!
As you can see, he's looking straight, and right before the paranormal event happens, he looks to the left. Did you see that? As you zoom in on his face, you notice that right, literally, tenths of a second before that ball gets kicked, his eyes move to the left. To the left. Like he sees something, you know. Like he's awaiting something, like he sees something. He's like, oh, here it comes. Now, I know some people say, well, everybody's eyeballs move. Yeah, but they stayed straight until right before the ball gets kicked. Like he sees somebody or something. So what's he looking at? He's looking to the left. So let's look at it from this angle. Let's get him out of the way. He would be looking right there where somebody would be. Now, when the ball is kicked, he pans the camera around and you can't really see nobody there because obviously there's a blind spot.
Ah! Holy!
And the ball doesn't roll straight, it rolls to the right.
Holy!
So obviously you're not going to see this because that would just be stupid. In order for the ball to go straight down, you would have to reach over and hit it in the middle, which would make someone see your hand, as you could see here. If you have to reach out for the middle, it's more likely we'll see it. Pointing out the ball positioning of the way it rolled. It didn't roll straight down the steps. It went, well, us looking at it, it went to the right, and then it hit him, then it went the other way. Why is that so important? Because if you've ever played pool, and you got your cue ball, you got to hit the other ball on the sides and upper side, lower side, dead center, wherever you want the ball to roll. They know there's a camera down there in the corner. They can't be seen by the camera because that ruins the illusion, obviously. So you're going to hit the ball to where you can hit and move away, get in your hidey hole before the ball clears and the camera sees you. Obviously. So you're not going to hit dead center of the ball to make it roll straight down the steps. You're going to hit just off to the side of it to get back. And that's going to make the ball go exactly the way the ball went. So we know the ball goes to the right of the camera. It doesn't go straight down, which means the person hit it right on the very side of it. So the ball was hit on this side of it to make it roll that way. And watch the hand. You would have to reach out further to make it roll straight down the stairs. What I'm saying is, in order for the ball to go straight down the steps, you'd have to reach out a little bit further, which means your body part would be out of cover more. That's all I mean. It's amazing what you can see when you look at it from different angles. Now, like I said, I can't be 100% certain because I did not see a foot and I did not see a hand. But I can look at it from different angles and make my own educated opinion. You know, like I said, they're telling me something kicked that ball. They show me a few slowed down, zoomed in clips. That's it. They don't speculate any more than that, even though they got the Holy Grail, one of the Holy Grails of paranormal investigating. But it must be an everyday occurrence to them. They wasn't too proud of it. Yet here I am going in depth on why I think it's staged. I think they should go in depth on why they think it's real. Prove it to us. Don't just show us a couple of clips. Zooming in more, now you wouldn't have to use a body part. You could just use a coat hanger or anything skinny to hit the ball as well. I don't think it's by chance that the ball was completely against that wall right there, because you can't see anything push the ball. There's a little hidey hole back there the person would have been hiding in. Their feet could even been back there at the doorway. There's where the ball is. This is the little concealment. Why did he look to the left? Because the stairs are literally right there. Now, I know I'm going really in-depth here, but I mean, this is if it's real, it's a very important piece of paranormal evidence. But I think it's staged. That's why I'm going in-depth. That's why I'm showing you the top of the stairs. That's why I'm showing you all the layout, because I want you to see it kind of as three-dimensional as you can see it. That way you'll understand where I'm coming from. Any debunker can see the ball get kicked and say, well, somebody kicked it and they're hiding right there. That's it. To me, that ain't good enough. It's no different for them. Extraordinary proof, or extraordinary evidence requires extraordinary proof. And when you're debunking, you need to put as good a case out there for the people as you can, so they can at least see where you're coming from. It doesn't make me right, but I feel pretty close to being 100% right on this one. I just feel it until proven otherwise. Just my opinion, but I think he stood over to the left right there to block the camera's view. But if we, move him over, you can see the ball clear. And if you see the ball clear, you'd see who hit it.
Oh. What in the frick?
This time the ball's moving because he's moving, causing it to move. Now, I know I keep repeating this, but once again, he walked up the steps, he stayed right in the middle, and even used that handrail. Think about that. Every single time they stay in the middle of the stairs, except for the one paranormal event to where he has to block the camera from the ball. He goes all the way over to the left all of a sudden. Just the one time. Think about that.
I'm going to have Sean spend some time in here. I just want to see if I can get a message from her mother. Who is inside this house?
This channel Mythos pointed this out. This is how I know about this exact part. Oh, wait, I should have done this. Did you catch it? There's a black, shadowy figure in between the ball and the wall. Let's zoom in. Go watch Mythos video about this, but see that shadow figure right there? Let's watch it one more time. The camera zooms in and you see it right between the ball. So who or what is that figure? Now, why'd the camera zoom? Because when you zoom, watch what happens. Look how much you cut out when you zoom in on the camera. See? Now, look at all that. That's what you cut out. Now, the reason I showed you the zoom in frame overlaid on top of the zoomed out frame is so that you can see that when they do a zoom, how much you're losing as far as the visual elements of the camera, which is quite a bit.
Who is inside this house?
Now, he's supposed to be alone in the house, so who or what is that? That is the question. Is it another person? Is it a demon? But clearly, he's the only one upstairs, and he's sitting there using that phone device. So, whose ankle or leg is that? If it's not his, could it be his buddy up there with him? It's possible. Comment below what you think. Or could it be a demon? No. Let's recap. Now, he stood here, but why? You're blocking the camera. Why would you block the camera? Well, if you zoom in and if he was standing there, you would have seen who hit the ball. Another thing, the ball is completely against the wall. That way, if you reach out and hit it, you can't be seen. And then the cubby hole. Other ghost hunters have used either doorways at the top of the stairs or a little hidey hole to knock an object down the steps. And the only time he looked to the left is when the paranormal, right before it happened. So why would he look to the left? Now, if you line up the line of sight of his eyes, he would be looking right in this direction right here. Right where the stairs are, like somebody's up there. The ball was hit here. It's where the ball was hit. You see how far the hand goes out? Now, if you have to reach way over at the middle of the ball, you have to reach your hand out further, or whatever object you're using to knock the ball down the steps. All of this adds up. One on their own ain't much to talk about, but all of them, at the end of the day, though, this is up to you. It's not up to me. I just present why I feel something's staged, and it's up to you to take it as what it is or not. My job as a debunker is to show you why, as best as to my ability, to show you why something looks staged or is staged. And you don't all the time, like I said, you don't have that smoking gun all the time. You don't have the string. You don't, see somebody's legs. But my job is to show you different angles, different aspects. And at the end of the day, it's up to you to decide, hey, is it a demon or was that a person that kicked that ball? Now, me, myself, I think some of their stuff is real and I think some of their stuff is staged. That's my opinion. Now, one thing I do want to point out is, you remember a while back, probably a few years back, if you've been here that long, I told you that fake ghost hunters have to keep outdoing themselves to keep people interested. They gotta, like, it started with an EVP. A year later, they gotta outdo the EVP, so they're like, oh, I was in a tent and a demon attacked it. Just different things. Well, that applies to real ghost hunters. They gotta keep making it more entertaining. I'm not saying a real ghost hunter fakes it, but they gotta put out more devices. They gotta get better evidence. That's what keeps people captivated. I'm not saying they'd fake it. I'm just saying, but go big or go home. You gotta keep getting better at what you do. And ghosts aren't very dependable. Anyway, I want to thank you guys for the amazing amount of support. My birthday's coming in a couple of weeks. Oh gosh, I'm gonna be 43. Wow. Anyway, I just want to say thank you to you guys. I see you in the comments all the time. I don't deserve you, but I am truly humbled and appreciate you guys being here. You guys are amazing, and I love you very much. I love you guys. I appreciate you. And of course, I got a banger coming. I'll see you in the next video. I'll go ahead and do this for you couple of weirdos. Shut your mouth. All right. Love you guys. Appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next video. Y'all come back now here. No, I didn't quit.